Hello and welcome to the Climbing Daily Wednesday News Show. Welcome back, Matt Groom.
Thank you very much. Why did you put a picture of me dancing or video of me dancing?
It wasn't me, it was Flo's idea. You move very well.
The thing what people don't realise is if I didn't do that, I was going to lose extremities.
Yeah, it was an exercise in keeping warm.
Yeah, minus 20, something like that, freezing.
Speaking of cold temperatures, there has been a very impressive speed ascent on Denali. Planet Mountain has reported that Ecuadorian climber Karl Egloff has set a new speed record on Denali, Alaska. Egloff managed to ascend the West Buttress, covering 26.55 kilometers and 4,060 meters in a ridiculous time of 7 hours and 40 minutes, beating the previous record of 9 hours 45 minutes set by Kilian Jornet in 2014. Not content with that record, Egloff then set off on foot back down to return to his starting point in 11 hours and 44 minutes. Again, beating Kilian Jornet's time by 4 minutes. Okay, so an amazing achievement there by Karl Egloff. He's kind of been going around following Kilian Jornet's records and basically just beating them all, which is amazing. I feel kind of sorry for Kilian Jornet, but what's more impressive about this is basically he smashed his record on the way up. On the way down, when Kilian Jornet set it, he skied down, whereas Karl just basically ran down.
I would have skied down.
I would have skied down as well, but you could argue, the conditions probably would have been quite slightly different, so that's like a variable. Also, going up on skis, I mean, I guess you'd probably take the whole route as like a general understanding of how they kind of go up and down in terms of speed. Yeah. There's 4 minutes in between them. He still broke it, so it's still amazing. It's just on the way up, he absolutely smashed it, but I think an aspect of that could have been the conditions and the fact that he wasn't carrying a pair of skis as well.
Kilian Jornet isn't exactly known for being not competitive, so I reckon he could come back. We could have like a Denali speed off.
Yeah, but apparently he's a very good sport because he was the first man to congratulate Karl.
Ah, nice. Kilian.
Well done.
Now, Cedric Lechat is no stranger to hard routes and he's just ticked another tricky climb. Cedric has climbed Suite Neuf, a 9A plus on Pejo Beach. The route is a bit of a stamina fest with big moves between chipped holds. He took around 7 sessions fighting against wet and slippery conditions. So that was originally Anak Verhoeven route. I always forget she's actually a rock climber as well as a competition lead climber.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the first repeat by Cedric, so nice one, mate.
Right, next up,
I don't know him, I don't want to say mate to him as well.
Go on, mate. Nice one, mate.
Smashing it.
All right, okay, we've got an historic ascent in the Frankendura next. Planet Mountain has reported that 25-year-old Chiara Hanke has climbed the 9A Frankendura route Sever the Wicked Hand, and in turn has become the first German woman to climb the grade. The route, established by Marcus Bock in 2011, is situated in the Hangenderstein area. Last year, Chiara managed an ascent of Battle Cat 8C+, a route on the same crag as Sever the Wicked Hand, and this year Chiara has managed to make a successful return to the face with her historic ascent. That is not only the first female German ascent of a 9A, it's the first female ascent of a 9A route in the Frankendura, and the first 9A of a route in the Frankendura was done in 1991, and it was?
Action Direct.
Very good.
Woo! Which I'm going to go and climb in a couple of weeks.
Are we?
Yeah, I just figured, well, we're going to the Frankendura, so I might as well tick it. It's kind of time, isn't it?
Nice.
Yeah. Now, rockfall news, this time in Llanberis in North Wales. Climbers have been asked not to climb in Vivian Quarry, one of the slate quarries of North Wales, until further notice. Following recent rainfall, there's been unstable sections of the cliff and significant rockfall. The decision was made to manually remove some dangerous sections, and lower-offs and bolts are likely to be affected, as well as a few classic routes. So this has been going around recently, and apparently 150 tons of rock were removed from that quarry on June the 14th. So until you hear otherwise, don't go to Vivian Quarry, which is a shame. It's an amazing bit of rock down there.
Have they been quarrying the quarry?
No, the quarry it's weird actually. It's like a diving school. So there's like a pool in the middle of this quarry.
Okay.
Where like super deep, and there's deep water solos into it, and there's some amazing slate climbs. Like Here Comes the Dervish is there, that classic E3.
Okay.
But they just reckon some of the bolts might be damaged, some of the lower offs are going to be gone, and also just some of the routes will be changed. So watch this space and let us know as well in the comments if you've heard anything more than we have.
It's very UK-centric news.
That is,
just for our non-UK viewers. Just why is this important?
It's important because slate climbing is the greatest climbing in the world.
Can I ask why?
because I'm quite good at it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No, I just love it. It's just, if you've never been, check out the Katie Whitaker film we put out last year about the slate quarries, because there's a little bit of history, and it's just a very, very famous area. That's it, really.
Okay. Speaking of famous areas, maybe more famous than the slate quarries of Wales.
No, impossible.
We're headed to Alaska next. Planet Mountain reports that Daniel Joel, Kim Ladegez, Alistair McDowell and John Price of New Zealand have made the first ascent of King Cobra, a 350-metre variation to the famous Cobra Pillar on the east face of Mount Barrow in the Ruth Gorge, Alaska. The group had originally planned to attempt the Kitchatner Spires, but poor weather forced them to head to Ruth Gorge. The variation they eventually established begins on the Cobra Pillar before breaking off after 3 pitches. That looks like a really, really cool route. It's in Alaska, obviously, and those guys have made a video about it, and there's also a really good write-up on Planet Mountain. We'll put the link in the description below.
Now, we've been reporting now for a while about the climbing bans being implemented in Australia, so here's a bit of an update to that situation and what you can do to support the climbers. A climbing ban had been implemented in areas of the Grampians, and the conflict between the climbers and park rangers has been intense. The bans were introduced due to cultural and environmental impact issues, but the climbing community has felt unsupported and has not been properly consulted over the proposals. It's recently been announced that the bans are now being extended into the Arapiles, with a heritage study due to take place in spring of this year. So the Grampians was one issue, now into the Arapiles. This cultural study, this heritage study, is concerning for climbers because they think it will just go the way of the last ban, which is they weren't properly consulted. Now, this is a complex issue, and it's tricky for us because we're on the other side of the world. It's hard to know what's going on. There's lots of different points of view. So do read about it. There's a link in the description below for a climbing website. You can go. That tells you how to support the climbers and how you can make your voice heard. So check it out. Check out all of the voices surrounding this.
Do some reading.
Yeah, do some reading. Homework. Find it out.
Speaking of homework.
80 counter homework?
80 homework. Okay, so first up, new ascents. There is a new ascent.
There is a new ascent, yeah. And
it's an addition.
It is our man Jimmy Webb, who I think might be storming into the lead. We'll add it up in a second.
I don't think so.
No?
Well, let's
we'll find out. So he has climbed the terrifying Highball the finish line, which was first ascended by Nali Huktaivel. It is an 8C, so he gets 1 point. Is he winning? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Should have done this before.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's now joint lead.
Yeah.
Joint lead with Ryo Ikamiyama and Giuliano Cameroni.
Yes. So Jimmy Webb, you're still in Rockland, and it's Rockland season. There's an awful lot of pros out there crushing. Now is the time. So let's see if someone can pull it off. I've got a betting on Mr. Anthony Goldstein getting another one.
Oh yeah, whereabouts?
He's in Rocklands. He's there.
Okay.
And it's his kind of style. So Anthony, come on, man, smash it.
It's on you. Okay, right. So from that we go to the 9B counter. Mm-hmm. So there was a little bit of a poll put up last week.
I saw this. It was an issue, wasn't it? This 9B/9B plus on Move Seb One's route.
Yeah. So I think just before we tell you the results, because actually the results are what we're going to go with.
Yep.
But I think basically a lot of people saying that Adam Ondra graded at 9B plus is quite hard grading.
Yeah.
So a lot of people saying it's basically a 9B. It's 9B plus. When Adam Ondra grades something like 9B plus,
it's probably a 9B.
It's probably 9B.
Yeah. No one else has done it either. He was his first repeat of that route.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, to your votes, I put it to last year. Should he last year?
It's been a long vote, ladies and gentlemen.
Last week, should it be 1 point or 2 points? A lot of people vetoed that and was like, it should be 1.5 points. We've said in the past that we don't necessarily like a 1.5. No. We want to stick to one or the other.
Yeah, we're not on the fence kind of people, are we?
We don't like sitting on the fence. No. Anyway, the votes are in, and you voted for. What do you think?
9B plus.
Yeah, it's 2 points.
Yes.
So he gets 2 points.
Yes, it's 2 points, isn't it? Well done, people. We were talking about this and we were like, what do we think? We're like, we think it should be 9B plus, and then luckily the people have supported us.
The people voted and it was close. A lot of people voted 1.5, which probably would have vetoed anyway.
Yeah.
But luckily...
It's not a democracy, people. It's a pure dictatorship of this.
Anyway, Sebois flying to the lead. 3 points. There's nobody near him.
Type.
So congrats, Seb. You are on top of the world right now. Okay, so media. Last week I teased a little bit that a new video from Marco Zanoni, who's a filmmaker from Italy, featuring a climber called Stefano Canati, who is climbing a 9A plus route biography. I showed you the first minute of it. I then said that it would drop on Thursday last week. It didn't end up dropping. There was a few issues with the edit. Last minute changes, went back in the grade, came back out the grade, went on to EpicTV.com, and now it's live. And here's a little teaser.
Da piccolo venivo spesso qui a Seus perché mio padre ha sempre arrampicato alla Falesia e ho molti ricordi di me che giocavo tra il campeggio oppure allo gîte del Grand Group. Poi 10 anni fa ho iniziato ad arrampicare e da quel momento ho sognato di poter ritornare a Seus non per giocare ma per venire a trovare le belle vie della Falesia.
That man is a brilliant filmmaker.
That man is very talented.
He is.
I like him. I would almost say that I love him, but I've never met him, so maybe that'd be a bit weird. Next up, I want to quickly talk about Frasassi.
Yes, so we run this competition.
You want to talk about
we run this competition on Instagram about the Frasassi Climbing Festival, which we're going to in September.
Yes.
And the people commented on the video, and the chance was to win an expenses paid trip to join us and Stefano Gazzoldi and Federico Mangola and a bunch of Italians in Italy.
Yes. We have declared the winner. We're not going to tell you who it is because you have to go to the Instagram post or the latest Instagram post on EpicTV Climbing and EpicTV and all of the things, and we'll announce it there. So if you won, congratulations. If you didn't, commiserations, but you can still come.
You can still come join us.
Just come along.
There's a link. Click on it. It's got details.
It's just a flight and maybe a rental car. Pull the rental car together.
That's true. You could get a bus.
Get a bus.
Rental moped.
Rental moped. A couple of people on a rental moped with a bouldering pads.
I would like to see that. It is it's sale time, isn't it?
It's sale time.
It is sale time. How much do you think you can get off the Epic TV shop?
I'm going to guess 40%.
No!
Really?
50% off some items. Not all items, that'd be ridiculous.
Read the small print.
Yeah, because I mean, we're not giving stuff away, are we?
No, we're a shop.
Yeah,
we sell stuff.
Sell stuff. But 50%.
50% is pretty good.
Yeah.
It's not 50% of everything.
No.
Which is what you've got written
I have written down big sale, 50% off everything.
That's not true.
That's not true.
50% off certain items.
Yeah.
And you have to go to the outlet bit.
And click on them.
Click on on the front page, there's like a sale bit as well.
If you think about it, 50% is half.
That's like half price stuff.
Half the price of a full price thing.
I'm no mathematician, but that doesn't make sense.
That makes maths.
Right, next up, I've got a new segment I want to introduce to the show.
Okay, go for it.
It's called, should we do the jingle, sing along?
Is there a jingle?
Yeah, it goes like this.
I
Ready?
don't know what it is.
1, 2, 3.
Comments
comments from last week's
It's
show.
the comment week show. It was good.
That was pretty good.
Pretty good.
Flo will remix that and
Yeah,
it'll sound amazing.
Next
week.
So hang on, I've got to find a comment from last week's show.
Have you not already found one?
Well, I'm
I
gonna
told
have a look
you
now.
to find one before.
From the show.
From last Wednesday's show where it was just me. So just ignore all the ones saying that they hate me.
Well, this is my comment. Mr. Thor Hammer, congratulations, you have the comment of the week.
From Matt.
Not a fan of this format, he starts off with. So we're immediately on a downer, but that's okay. Brackets summarising other people's achievements. Is he considered, should we summarise other people's failures?
Or maybe just our achievements.
Yes, maybe it's just about us. But anyway, he moves on to my favourite bit, which is, and this presenter looks a bit too much like a caveman to me. Now, initially I was worried. There are two presenters for this section of the show.
Yeah.
Obviously, I've dabbled with caveman. But it turns out it's you. I'm afraid. Thor's Hammer.
New haircut.
You got some. Someone says I make stuff with Lego. Lego is sticking up for you. He says, "Don't talk to my man Hugo like that." Fair enough. Thor Hammer comes back. I'm just honest. Sorry for hurting anyone's feelings. I didn't mean to. I like how he's replying to anyone's feelings when he's clearly going for you.
He's clearly going for me.
But fair enough. And then I Make Stuff with Lego comes back with, why does a presenter's looks even factor into the quality of the videos? Seems like a redundant and kind of mean thing to say as a criticism. Now,
Thor Hammer hasn't come back.
Thor Hammer hasn't replied to this. I don't think you look like a caveman.
Thanks, man. I think it's maybe the new haircut.
I think it's a kind of a brutish, thuggish, good-looking ruggedity.
So you think that Thor Hammer's got a thing for me?
I think Thor Hammer might fancy you. So that's my favourite comment series, really. So thank you very much, guys. Thanks for sticking up for Hugo as well.
That was very good. I don't think mine's quite as good.
Okay.
But somebody last week when we were talking about the 9B plus, 9B counter, all that lot, Alexander Urwech chirped in and said 9B 4-star splash should default to the lower grade and be worth 1 point. However, if one climbs 2 9B 4-star splash routes within one season, then combined they'll be worth 3 points.
Wow.
So that's quite complicated.
He's adding complexity to an already complex system.
Absolutely, and that's not my favourite part. That's not my favourite comment.
Okay.
But Peter Babcock then comes in and says, I think this is the best answer, and I'm prepared to die on this hill.
Wow. So this 9B counter, which, let's be honest,
I think it's a reference to a film. I just can't remember what film it is.
I just love the fact that the 9B counter started as a joke, and now it's got to the point where people will die for it.
Yeah.
Me included.
On a hill.
Yeah, this thing is precious to me.
Which hill would you die on?
I mean, it depends which one. 8C counter, probably like a Munro.
Like a little.
9B counter, I'm going Mont Blanc.
Mont Blanc?
I would die on Mont Blanc Hill for that, maybe. I mean, I probably wouldn't.
Mont Blanc Hill.
Mont Blanc Hill.
Mont Blanc Hill in Slough.
We've got a busy weekend coming up, haven't we?
Yes, we do. We are leaving tomorrow
Yeah.
for Innsbruck, where we are going to go and film Black Diamond for a little bit.
Yes, and?
Fanny Gibert.
And?
Sabine Westerheiser.
And?
Adam Ondra.
Adam Ondra, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be there with the main man on Saturday. And then we're heading to Outdoor. And if you haven't seen Outdoor, it's a big outdoor trade show where me and Hugo
Indoors.
slowly lose our minds throughout the weekend. We'll be on social
Matt has
media.
agreed to vlog.
I'm vlogging the
every day.
heck out. I'm going to daily vlog, maybe. We're going to definitely daily Instagram. So if you want to watch us gradually lose our minds, then next week's social media is going to be banging.
Come join us. That's it. Thanks very much, Matt, for coming back. I didn't think you would have for a while because you were having so much fun in Fontainebleau.
I did. I had a week of sorting out car, which was
Fontainebleau.
awful, and then I had fingers you can't see shredded from font. But I loved it.
Awesome.
See you soon, guys.
Bye.